In today's video, we're exploring one of the most enigmatic and powerful figures of ancient Egyptian mythology, Anubis, the jackal-headed god of mummification and the afterlife. Stick around to uncover the dark secrets and fascinating tales surrounding this guardian of the dead. Anubis, known to the Egyptians as Anpu, is one of the oldest and most significant gods in Egyptian mythology. He is often depicted as a black jackal or a man with the head of a jackal. But why a jackal? The answer lies in the very nature of these animals. Jackals and wild dogs were scavengers, often seen lurking near the edges of the desert, digging up shallow graves. And the black color has the symbolism of regeneration, the life of the fertile ground of the Nile River. To the ancient Egyptians, Anubis symbolized the protector of graves, ensuring that the deceased would be safe from those who might disturb their final resting place. Anubis was known as the god of the underworld during the First Dynasty period, around 3100 BC. And during the transition of the Middle Kingdom around 2550 BC, he assumed his role as the ruler of the underworld from his father Osiris. And here is how. The story of Anubis's birth is marked by infidelity, fear, and abandonment. Nephthys, the goddess of mourning and magic, was the mother of Anubis. She secretly desired Osiris, her sister Isis's husband, and disguised herself as Isis to seduce him. When Nephthys gave birth to Anubis, she feared the wrath of her husband Seth and abandoned the child. Isis discovered the newborn and raised him as her own. Later, when Seth killed Osiris and scattered his body across Egypt, Isis, Nephthys and Thoth worked together to resurrect him. Anubis played a crucial role by embalming Osiris, which was vital for his resurrection. After this, Anubis, who was the god of the underworld, his father now revived, was no longer able to rule the living, so became the new ruler of the underworld. Anubis played a crucial role in the process of mummification, a practice that was central to Egyptian beliefs about the afterlife. He was the god who presided over the embalming process, overseeing the careful preparation of the body for its journey into the afterlife. Anubis was known by many titles, including Lord of the Sacred Land and Foremost of the Westerners, which referred to the western desert cemeteries where the dead were buried. One of his most crucial tasks was the weighing of the heart ceremony, depicted in the Book of the Dead. In this ritual, the heart of the deceased was weighed against the feather of Maat, the goddess of truth and justice. If the heart was lighter than the feather, the soul could proceed to the afterlife. If heavier, it was devoured by the monstrous Ammit. Anubis was the god who guided this process, ensuring that justice was served. Anubis was not just a passive guardian, he was also an active participant in the myths of ancient Egypt. According to one tale, the god Seth, jealous and wicked, disguised himself as a leopard to approach the body of Osiris, the god of the dead. Anubis, ever vigilant, captured Seth and branded him with a hot iron, marking him with the spots that leopards bear today. This act of vengeance and protection demonstrates Anubis's fierce loyalty to Osiris and his role as a punisher of those who would desecrate the dead. Over time, Anubis's role evolved. Initially, he was the most important funerary deity, but as Osiris became the king of the dead, Anubis's position shifted. He became god who invented mummification, preserving Osiris's body and aiding Isis and Horus in their quest for justice. Even as Egypt's influence waned, Anubis remained a significant figure. During the Roman period, his image was often misrepresented and his cult targeted by Roman writers. This was partly due to his association with necromancers, who believed they could summon Anubis using spells and rituals. Despite this, or perhaps because of it, Anubis has remained a popular figure in modern culture. often depicted as a harbinger of doom or as a guardian of the underworld in horror films. Anubis, the god with the head of a jackal, embodies the dual nature of death in ancient Egypt, a protector of the dead, yet also a figure of fear and power. His stories remind us that death, like life, is full of mysteries, challenges, and the unknown. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the dark yet fascinating world of Anubis. If you enjoyed this deep dive into mythology, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of mythology.